The frustration is real, Lakers fans. We've been waiting all summer, analyzing rumors, debating trade packages, hoping for a blockbuster move that would finally bring stability and new energy to this roster. But the reality is becoming clearer by the day. The Lakers are unlikely to make any trade before training camp. That's the hard truth, and for many fans, it feels like a punch in the gut. The urgency for improvement is here, but the front office wants patience. They want evaluation. And that means the real action might not come until the trade deadline. But let's not lose hope. Because while the waiting game is painful, it also sets the stage for some of the most important decisions this franchise has faced in years. Before we dive into the possibilities, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest breakdowns. This is Los Angeles Lakers News Top, and today we're going to analyze why the Lakers are holding off, what the Western Conference picture looks like, and which trade targets could be in play once the market opens up. Adjusting expectations with realism. The Lakers front office believes the smartest path is to evaluate the roster during the early part of the season. They want to know exactly what this team is capable of, which weaknesses are most urgent, and whether the core group can stay healthy long enough to build chemistry. That's not the exciting answer fans want, but it is the strategic one. Around the NBA, executives know that the trade market doesn't truly open until teams have separated into contenders and non-contenders. Right now, everyone is optimistic. But by mid-season, when reality sets in, that's when opportunities appear. The Western Conference picture. So let's look at the battlefield. Early projections for the top 6 in the West are brutal. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves, and LA Clippers are all seen as legitimate top-tier teams. Behind them, Golden State and Dallas are expected to fight for the 7th and 8th spots, while Memphis, Phoenix, and Portland will scrap for play-in positions. That's an unforgiving race. For the Lakers, standing still feels dangerous, but the reality is, this early cluster of competition will eventually sort itself out. And when it does, teams stuck in the middle, frustrated with their ceiling, will become sellers. That's where the Lakers come in. Phoenix Suns as a potential trade partner. The Phoenix Suns are the team everyone should be watching. With their roster built around Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, expectations are high, but the cracks are obvious. Depth issues, chemistry questions, and an unforgiving salary cap structure mean Phoenix could quickly find themselves stranded in the middle of the pack. If that happens, they'll have no choice but to pivot. And when they do, several of their veterans could hit the market. Names like Dillon Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, and even Nick Richards could become realistic trade targets. For the Lakers, this is where things get interesting. Dillon Brooks, the controversial perfect fit. Let's start with Dillon Brooks. On paper, he looks like an almost perfect fit for the Lakers' needs. He's a true 3-and-D wing, standing 6 feet 6 inches with the strength and toughness to defend multiple positions. He just came off a season shooting a career-high 39.7% from 3, proving he's more than just a defensive pest. Yes, there's history. Brooks has clashed with LeBron James in the past, and the tension was very public. But the NBA is a business. Winning erases grudges. If the Lakers truly want size, defense, and toughness on the wing, Brooks provides all of it. The question is cost. Brooks makes $21.1 million this season. To acquire him, the Lakers would need to match salaries. That likely means moving pieces like Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and possibly a draft pick. Expanded packages could even involve rookie Dalton Connect or Nick Richards if the Suns push for young talent and financial flexibility. The bottom line, Brooks would not come cheap. But he may be worth it. If the Lakers believe they're one piece away, Brooks could be that difference maker. Royce O'Neal, the affordable option. Now, let's talk about Royce O'Neal. He's not as flashy as Brooks, but he's arguably more realistic. O'Neal is a veteran wing who thrives in a supporting role. He defends multiple positions, spaces the floor, and understands his role. At $10.1 million, his contract is much easier to work with. the Lakers could potentially acquire him for Gabe Vincent and light draft compensation. That makes O'Neal the most affordable 3&D option. He's not the type of player who will swing a playoff series on his own, but he's exactly the kind of steady contributor championship teams need. Grayson Allen, the risky shooter. Then there's Grayson Allen. The sharpshooter can light up the scoreboard from deep, making him one of the best floor spacers available. But the problem is defense. He doesn't bring the same level of toughness or versatility as Brooks or O'Neal, and in the playoffs, that matters. Allen also carries a $17 million salary, which means a more complicated trade and a higher asset cost. In short, Allen is the least ideal option of the three. The Lakers already have shooting, what they need is defense and size on the wing. That's why Allen feels like the least attractive fit, even though his offensive numbers would tempt some front offices. The price of business. So let's talk about the real question: what will it cost? For Dillon Brooks, the price is likely a first-round pick plus salary matching contracts. That's steep, but the Lakers could justify it if Brooks solidifies the roster. For Royce O'Neal, the cost would be lighter, probably Vincent plus a second-round pick or two. For Grayson Allen, the price could land somewhere in between, but the fit concerns make him less appealing. The Lakers front office will need to decide how aggressive they want to be. Do they push all their chips in for Brooks? Do they make a smaller move for O'Neal and save flexibility? Or do they wait for another opportunity to emerge as the season unfolds? Here's the truth: the Lakers aren't rushing because they don't have to. The market isn't ready. The front office knows that desperation leads to bad trades, and they're trying to avoid that mistake. By waiting until the trade deadline, they can see which teams collapse, which veterans shake loose, and what the true cost of improvement will be. But for Lakers fans, the waiting game isn't easy. Watching the West load up with talent while the front office stands still feels nerve-wracking. Still, patience could pay off. If the Suns underperform, Brooks could become available. If they're looking for stability, O'Neal could be the answer. And if nothing else, the Lakers will have flexibility to pounce when the right opportunity comes. So here's the big picture. Brooks is the best fit, but also the most expensive. O'Neal is the most affordable, and possibly the smartest move. Allen is tempting for shooting, but doesn't solve the Lakers' biggest problem. The Lakers' path forward won't be decided today or tomorrow. But when the moment comes, Rob Pelinka and this front office will have to make the hard choice: push for a win-now piece or risk wasting another year of LeBron's greatness. And now I want to hear from you. Which move do you believe makes the most sense for the Lakers? Would you take on Brooks despite the cost and history? Would you prefer the safer option in Royce O'Neal? Or do you think the Lakers should sit tight and wait for something bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'll be reading them all. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Lakers updates. This is Los Angeles Lakers News Top, and the story of this season is only just beginning. Here's a crucial insight for you: diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts, REITs. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.